Now the Michigan man, Jake Moody, to get us started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Lisa 24. Chip. Here we go, sir.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
11. Hey.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. The Jaguars at 8-8 now on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Easy. Read a 44. Read a 54. 11. Add it. Red.
Now a handoff up the middle. Roper looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. You look at this Niner defense. Coming into this one ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but if they have any hopes of making waves in January, they've got to improve in this area.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. They go play action now. Lawrence. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Miles Murphy drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Matt Araiza now on to punt this one away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Oh, fighting off the defender. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Hey, yo, fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. Hey, break down, stay down, look what I make now. Hit boy, earthquake, boy, it's a shakedown. I done so much work, they think it's fake now. Big fish, every beat is just bait now. Got rich, some switch, they try to hate now. Leave, I'm straight, I got a rake now. Need cheese, cash app, them or PayPal. Turned up to the max, I'm finna break down. Flow water, big trip, boy, this a great cloud. Highlights, with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. Hit boy, work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, D's. Fresh out the bay, the game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If hit boy work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these luxury. Luxury. Ha, these luxury. Ha, luxury. Ha, ha, they can't with me. Slow it. I ain't finna stop till they make the rap blow it. Shout out, yeah, she was with me at my lowest. Best baby daddy in the world, and you know it. I thought that I was done, his head hop back in. Made it to the league, this is not Pac-10. Headline set, that's a big back end. Let the beat drop, bring that back in. Fresh out the bay, the game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang it. These no can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a...
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's Jake Moody to get this one kicked off. And off we go from Jacksonville. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Play action now. It's Lawrence. He's going to air one out right away. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
Go, let's go. Hey, I'm gun. Here goes the hunt.
In the pistol, here's Lawrence. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
In danger of an opening 3 and out, they face 3rd and 10.
11, Agate. Left. Think right, open. 13, loop. Silver.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was 3rd down. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10.
Easy. Hey, I'm gun. Big 13 heavy.
Now a give on the ground, and he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle.
11,
It's 2nd and 5.
Rip, 23. 11. Here we go, Zahn.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He's going to look for the home run ball. And the Niners are going to take over here up near the 40.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
In motion, it's Waddle. Now there's a throw out wide. Hey, this might be a double pass. That's going to be incomplete. Looked like they had him for a second. They went into the bag of tricks. It almost worked. It's 2nd down. Here's a first carry for their running back. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down. Now, faking the give. He's got the hook up there to Waddle. And he will go all the way. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, San Francisco. That touchdown, lucky number 13 on the season. 3rd down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the 1st down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that 1st down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, ready?
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Reload! 30 left. It's hot.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They'll come up on a second down and 8.
Red on red. Sink right. There we go.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And the rush too strong. They're in there in a flash for the sack.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Got it. Ready?
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
Route.
Now here's Lawrence. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down. Punting unit comes on. Jaguars will kick it away. As this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punt it away. Man. Oh, how about the coverage there? Met and dropped before he can get a return going. First and 10 now from the 36.
Hey, check that.
This drive will start on the ground. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. In motion, it's Waddle. Now a throw here. It's backwards. He might be looking to throw this. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down. Like living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Go. Here we go. Hey, Jupiter. Hey, kill. Go.
Back to throw. Lawrence. He'll get rid of it and complete it. That's good for 27 and a 1st down.
This quarterback has a reputation for being one of the faster quarterbacks in the league, but what I loved here is, yes, he used his legs, but he remained a passer for as long as he could, and leads to a nice pickup.
24. Go. Hey, kill. Go, let's go. Hey, I'm gun.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down and 8.
Hey. 30 left.
Now Lawrence. And this throw batted away and incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Sink right open. Silver.
Lawrence from the gun here on third down. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Little's kick is good. And the Jaguars are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Right away, they'll set up to throw. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
So they made it a priority here early to try to get him the ball in the first quarter. But that was their 3rd attempt. None of them have resulted in a catch. I think you got to start looking elsewhere. You don't want to get into a position, Mike, where you feel like you're forcing the guy the ball and forcing your offense to run through him.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. Play clock nearly expires as they set up to throw.
And that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide we're just going to air it out. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down. All 3 incompletions, and now brings up 4th down. And barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
A fair catch called for and taken out beyond the 45-yard line.
At their own 48-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Lion! Smash! Sink right!
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Hey, run!
Second down, Lawrence. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
13, Luke! Luke! Rip, 23! 11, 11! 11, 11! Here we go,
To throw is Lawrence. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. 17 yards. The gain there. That's good for a Jaguar. First down.
let's go. Silver!
Lawrence. Throwing over the middle. This one is complete. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Red on red. Hey, kill! Kill! Go!
Lawrence. He's got it inside the 5. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Cam Little comes on now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Jaguars are on top. It's now 10-7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. First and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. He's got his running back downfield, and it's complete. And he will take this one in. 77 yards. San Francisco. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Hey, easy. Ralph. Here we go, son.
They go play action for Lawrence. Now he'll air one out. That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier. Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Lawrence now. Downfield, got a man, and he's got it. A pickup there of 25 yards. First down, Jacksonville.
Hey. 30 left. Take right, open.
Throwing is Lawrence. A throw on the move is caught. And he is taken down. A big gain on that one. Great way for them to end this opening quarter. So after one, the Niners have the early advantage. We'll have more from Jacksonville after this. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. Not much room to speak of. He'll take this to the 11.
Hey, Lion. Think right. Think right, open. Silver.
Lawrence now on 2nd down. They'll try to set up the screen here. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start. And a loss of yards on the play.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
11.
In the pistol, here's Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out? It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get free.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He'll grab it at the 12. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
The Niners will use the first of their timeouts. Third down and 9. They'll look to throw. Sending it deep for Waddle. It hangs up a bit too much. It's intercepted. Picked off by their rookie second-rounder.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
And that'll go for a gain of about 4. Linebacker Ernest Jones ends that play. Here's 2nd and 6.
11. All right, let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
And that is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Here's Matt Ariza now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd time. Now, on the return, he has lost the football. And this is going to go out of bounds, but it's a moot point, really, because it ends up being a turnover on downs. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. His throw left side is complete. 19 yards on the pickup for number 19. And it's a 1st down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Handoff here, up the middle, and he's not going to get away. They'll knock him back to his own territory. They get him on the other side of midfield.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. He tried to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Tyke Smith. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. We saw it earlier. The defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception. And now, Greg, not only do they pick him, they turn it into a pick 6.
And, Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half throwing the football. I mean, not only is it a second interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball, and they're able to take it all the way back for the pick 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. They'll run. He'll try the left side now. And a good job defensively to rally to the ball. They hold them to a short game. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away. He'll go down as an incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Now 2nd down throw for Lawrence. They'll look to set up the screen here. They were not fooled on defense. Saw the screen from the start. It'll be a loss of yardage on the play.
Decent 24. Safe right.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. Here's their punter now. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
We've already seen these two guys connect for a touchdown in this game, and had they been on the same page there, I think they would have been able to add to that total. Unfortunately for them, just a little bit off, and it falls incomplete.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. On 1st down, Lawrence. To the right side here, pass is caught. He is in. Touchdown, Jaguars. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
Extra point by Little is good. And the Jaguars add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely, and results in a completion.
He'll drop to throw. This one caught by the back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A huge play just before the half. 36 yards.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced, and at other times it looks like they've never practiced at all.
Back to the air one more time. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch. And in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Third down, we'll try to get it on the ground. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. It sets up fourth down.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards. So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
On red. Silver.
Play action now. It's Lawrence. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. And this will be tracked down and intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
Ready up.
Now a give up the middle. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. That is hard. And he's in. Touchdown, 49ers. That's a 2-touchdown game for him. Numbers 7 and 8 for the season.
You hear coaches, you hear commentators, everybody talks about that middle 4, Mike, the final 2 minutes of the second quarter and the first 2 minutes of the third quarter. Here they are now. They go down and they steal a late touchdown to end the half. Remember, they're going to get the ball first coming out of the break.
Moody's extra point is good. And the 49ers are back within a field goal. The lead is 3. Just 8 seconds now until halftime, and the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Hey, Lion, Lion.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7. Second down and 3.
Hey, run! Big 13 heavy. Here we go.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Halftime here on this final weekend of the NFL regular season as we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando. Check in with the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in our studios with the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. 3 points, all that separates these two sides as half number 2 kicks off. This one taken at the 10. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line. Second and 11. Back to throw. Sending it deep for Waddle. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. Now, after the interception, we have an injured player to look at. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out.
Ramp 23.
Lawrence now to throw on first down. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. That's the linebacker, Fred Warner.
You know, Mike, I like the mindset of this offensive coordinator. He's saying, listen, I'm not looking to preserve this lead. I'm looking to extend my lead. Now, that aggressive play calling in this case led to the turnover. Now your defense has to take the field. Can they bail you out and keep this lead unchanged prior to their next possession?
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. They're going to motion the tight end over here. He'll look to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up second and short.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. it takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll stick with him again. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. And this rough day on the ground continues. They're going to drop him behind the line again. In motion, it's Waddle. They're going to get this outside. This could be a double pass. They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. In motion, it's Waddle. On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. That is brought in at the 10. And he's going to be brought down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Now a handoff running right. And he will score. Touchdown, San Francisco.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Go. Easy, 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 easy. Here we go.
Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Linebacker Fred Warner brings him down.
Go, go. Fred on red. Go, go. Red, red.
In the pistol, here's Lawrence. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but it still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
3rd and 9.
Hey, easy. Route, route. Route, route. Silver.
They go play action for Lawrence. He's going to air this one out. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. This one, fielded out beyond the 25. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7. We'll try the right side this time. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. In motion, it's Waddle. Now there's a throw out wide. Hey, this might be a double pass. That'll be incomplete. So they go for the trickery, but it does not work out. And it's going to be 4th down. The 49ers out to punt this one, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. A nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere.
Hey, go, go! Go, go! Easy. Read up 24. Read up 54.
Into the secondary, past the 40. And he'll be taken down.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations,
let's go.
a lot easier to convert.
Hey, I'm gun.
A 1st down throw for Lawrence. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
11, again. Silver.
Lawrence now on 2nd down. He's going to let this one go deep. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down.
Rough sequence over these last couple plays. 1st down sack. 2nd down big play attempt. Falls incomplete. And now to make matters worse, you got to operate in 3rd and long on a defense that knows they can just pin their ears back and try to get after the quarterback.
Hey.
3rd and long.
30 left.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. He's going to look downfield once again. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down. Jaguars ready to punt this one away, as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. This is taken at the 25. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. Will manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. That's the former #1 overall pick, Trayvon Walker, there to make the stop. They face 2nd down and 7. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
Here's 3rd and 7. And some problems communicating on 3rd down, and that's going to be a delay. So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And he's going to be taken down. A sack on what likely will wrap up play in this 3rd quarter. So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers out for the punt as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. Good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now, faking the give. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively all over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
Take right open. 13 loop. Hot.
Throwing is Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
11. Hey, run.
27-yard line.
Think right. Red.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
Hey, kill.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And They've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield.
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Roger McCreary.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Here's a run going left. Not much happening there, just a short game. A run now on 2nd down, and this will gain a couple of yards up to the 22-yard line. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive for the touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
Now, fair catch taken, and they're going to have great starting field position just shy of midfield.
At their own 49-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Red on red.
And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Hey, easy, route.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Quick throw, taken in. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Here's Lawrence. Going up top. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
Just a great example of not only the anticipation, but the instincts to go break that pass up, Mike. You can see he's clearly looking at the quarterback's eyes. And once that ball was delivered, he's just attacking it and breaking it up.
Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. And the Niners will take over at their own 14-yard line.
You know, Mike, the one thing that we used to say is it didn't matter how good you were or how long you played. Eventually, you're just going to have one of those days. And I think for this quarterback, he's got to be able to move on from this pretty quickly because this is about as bad a day in the office as you can imagine.
They send the tight end in motion. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. a throw here. It's backwards. He might be looking to throw this. Punt team out, ready to send this one away. And no return on this one. Fair catch signal for and take.
Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
First and 10.
Lisa 24. Here we go.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 31 yards.
Take right open.
At the 21-yard line.
13, Lou. 11. Hot.
On first down, Lawrence. That is going to be pulled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Jacksonville. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. A short one taken at the 10. He's to midfield. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
And how quickly momentum can turn right around. You just gave up the lead on a touchdown a minute ago, but now the energy swings right back. I mean, he was nearly able to take that one the distance.
Finding space at the 15. And he will score again. Touchdown, 49ers. That is his third touchdown of the game and his 9th for the year.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get an underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here, takes what the defense gives them, and you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and the end result is still a touchdown.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Here comes Prince with the return. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
Hey, 11. Here we go.
To throw is Lawrence. Quick throw here is complete. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
On red. Hey, kill.
Now second down throw for Lawrence. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he's out of bounds with the first down. So they get a new set of downs, but just as importantly, stop the clock.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
As this game continues to come down to the wire, Mike, it just reminds us this is where quarterbacks earn their keep. You are judged by how you play in these critical moments. In fourth quarter, down a score, it doesn't get much bigger than this.
Hey, run!
To throw is Lawrence. He'll get rid of it and complete it. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays.
Let's go, let's go!
If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
Gun. Silver!
Lawrence now. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jaguars. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. An important extra point up and good, so the lead is 3 here in the late stages of the game. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. This is fielded inside the 5. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go!
In motion, it's Waddle. They'll drop to throw. Fires left sideline. That is complete. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. Space to run inside the 20. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. Here is 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will not get in from there. In fact, I think he was shoved backwards a little bit.
A field goal only ties it. When you find yourself this close, you're thinking 6. Let's take the lead. And now after that first down loss, it really changes the approach now on 2nd and 3rd. You have to at least come away with points.
They'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to get stopped in the backfield. They'll take him down at the 3-yard line.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
Here we go. The noise is deafening. It's 4th and goal. He'll drop to throw. I had to take a chance on 4th down, and it's intercepted. And the Jaguars will get the ball at their own 17-yard line.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
The Niners will use the first of their timeouts. They'll stop it with a little over 30 left in the game. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Go, go. Here we go.
Lawrence. They'll try to set up the screen here. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
And after that first down throw, Mike, it's really a deflating moment of the defense. They understood the urgency of getting off the field and getting the ball back to their offense. Here we are under 2 minutes in a one-possession game.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10.
13, Luke.
Now a give on the ground, and he's going to be taken down right at midfield. So it's a win here for the Jaguars. They're able to finish the season in style as they get the victory here in the finale in Week 18.
Jail on the big low, where you been at? Mine, everywhere I'm working hard. Maybach and G-Wagon truck, got M&M's in my garage. Quick to crank up on the, you better not get me started. Locked in with the gangsters and players, my folks gon' keep it solid. Everything I got on new, it look like I got renovated. I'm cocky, when I was just humble, they didn't appreciate it. Young, wealthy, and ratchet, I'm the hood motivation. On top of the world now, they tried to underestimate me. Get 'em glow, them fraudulent, you know you the truth. Get 'em glow, stop overthinking, these can't with you. Get 'em glow, standing on business in these Chanel shoes. Before I let her play with me, I'll go eat some jail food on gang. Stomp a little with some shell toes. Yeah, glow, slapping, rapping, making bail. Yeah, glow, two-tone Cartier match the nails. Yeah, glow, no competition, these stale. Yeah, glow, curbing, no curbing, my layers. Yeah, glow, say they get money, but I can't tell. Yeah, glow, keep running circles around these snails. Yeah, glow, and my bumping up in the jail on the gang. Yeah, glow. Yeah, glow.